بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأرضين عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. Alhamdulillah, we have tawfiq to start a series of 4 lectures on Ziyarat Ashura. So this Muharram we have one course on Saturdays on the spiritual dimensions of mourning for Imam Hussein Salam, and the second one is on Sunday on Ziyarat Ashura. Inshallah, they will be followed by 2 more courses, one on Ziyarah, one on connection between Imam Hussein and Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu. So with these 4 courses, inshallah, we will better appreciate the power of mourning for Imam Hussein Salam and how it can prepare for coming of Imam Mahdi Ajjalallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif. Right now, I am not going to discuss the concept of ziyarah, significance of ziyarah, because this is actually the title of our next course. And alhamdulillah, we have a book on ziyarah that we will inshallah refer to. We will talk about ziyarah in general, ziyarah of mu'mineen, ziyarah of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, the benefits of ziyarah, etc. So I go right to the Ziyarah of Ashura. No need to talk now about Ziyarah in general. One of the very well-known and very much used Ziyarat for us is Ziyarat Ashura. Especially in the months of Muharram and Safar, many people recite this ziyarah on a daily basis, but there are people that throughout the year they try to recite ziyarah Ashura every day. So even among our scholars, our ulama, our maraja, this is a very respected ziyarah. Very much they recommend reciting Ziyarat Ashura. Before I go into the text of Ziyarat Ashura, I say something about the chain of the narration and narrators of this ziyarah. When we go to early sources that we have at least 2 ways for narrating this ziyarah in Kamil Ziyarat by Ibn Qulaway. Ibn Qulaway is a very respected scholar of hadith, and actually because of his high position, many of scholars and experts of Ilm al-Rijal, which talks about the biographies of the narrators of hadith, they trust him so much that they say every hadith that he has quoted in Kamil Ziyarat is from reliable narrators, because Ibn Qulaway himself says in the book that I only narrate hadith from reliable sources. So they say if there is a narrator of hadith that you are not sure about his authenticity or his reliability, if it is mentioned in Kamil Ziyarat, we can verify that narrator. You see? So not only they trust his selection of the hadith, they use this to verify other hadiths from the same narrator. So if Mr. So and so is not that much known, except that in Kamil Ziyarat there is a hadith that he occurs in the chain of the narrators of that hadith, they say we can trust this person. They call this Tawthiq Am, means a way that Ibn Qulawai has verified in a general way many narrators. Some scholars of Ilm al-Rajal, they have different opinions. For example, they say if there is a narrator of hadith that you are sure and it has been established for you that is not reliable, you exclude that, but for the rest you go by general recommendation of Ibn Qulawai. And some people who are maybe more cautious, they say we accept the reliability of the first narrator in the chain of hadith. The first one that is there, it must be the one that Ibn Qulawai made sure that it's reliable. The rest we have to investigate ourselves. So there are different views about the scope of this general verification, but there is no doubt about significance of Kamil Ziyarat and about high status of Ibn Qulawai. So in two different chains, Sanad, Ibn Qulawai reports this. Sheikh Tusi Rizwanullah Ta'ala Alay, another great scholar, and of course he's the master of Shia in his time, is Sheikh al-Ta'ifah, who has compiled many books, but some of his books are the most outstanding books in the history of Shia. For example, two of Kutub Arba'a, of the first four collections of hadith of Shia, belong to Sheikh Tusi, Tahzib al-Ahkam and Al-Istibsar. He has books on Ilm al-Rajal, on Tafsir, on Fiqh Istidlali, on Usul al-Fiqh, on Ilm al-Rajal as well, on Dua as well. In Misbah al-Mutahajjid, which was very commonly used by the Shia, like Iqbal of Sayyid Tawus, before Mafatih al-Janan. These two books were very common among the Shia for du'as, ziyarat, etc. After Mafatih al-Janan, then people mostly refer to Mafatih al-Janan, but Sheikh Abbas has relied on different sources, including Misbah al-Mutahajjid. Sheikh Tusi in Misbah al-Mutahajjid also quotes Ziyarat Ashura with two sanad, with two chain of narrators. One of them, like those from Kamil Ziyarat, is from Imam Baqir alayhi salam. One of them is from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. So the ziyarah was taught by both Imam Baqir and Imam Sadiq. And also there is a difference in some sentences of these versions of Ziyarat Ashura. For example, in Kamil Ziyarat, some of the lan might not be there. In Misbah al-Mutahajjid, they are there. So there are some wordings which are missing, and the majority are the same. I don't want to go into very technical discussion about the sanad. It by itself needs, at least 1 hour. I just, for familiarizing ourselves, quote one of them from Kamil Ziyarat. For example, On the page 174, according to the edition which was published in Iran, 1356 Shamsi, 1 year before the revolution, so 1978, you find this: حدثني حكيم بن داوود ابن حكيم وغيره. He says Hakim ibn Dawood, the son of Hakim. So the name of the grandfather and grandson were the same, as it's very common. And also other than Hakim ibn Dawood, it's not only him, they have told me from Muhammad ibn Musa al-Hamdani, from Muhammad ibn Khalid al-Tayalisi, from Saif ibn Amirah or Umayrah, and Salih ibn Uqbah Jami'an. So here we have two people in parallel have reported. So beginning, there are more people, not just Hakim wa ghayruhu. Here also there are more than one. And Alqamat ibn Muhammad al-Hadrami. So these two have quoted from Alqama. And then it says An Abi Ja'far al-Baqir, from Imam Baqir alayhi salam. قال من زار الحسين عليه السلام يوم عاشوراء من المحرم. Whoever visits Imam Hussein on the day of Ashura from Muharram means because Ashura means the 10th. Ashura, every month has Ashura, because every month has 10th. But we have so many times used Ashura for Muharram that we know that when we say Ashura means 10th of Muharram. Otherwise, literally, Ashura means the 10th day. So whoever visits Imam Hussein alayhi salam on the day of Ashura, 10th of Muharram, حتى يظل عنده باكيا, to the extent that then he would cry next to the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, لقي الله تعالى يوم القيامة بثواب ألفي ألف حجة وألفي ألف عمرة وألفي ألف غزوة. He would meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the reward of 2 millions Hajj, 2 millions Umrah, 2 million Ghazwa, means taking part in battle for the divine cause, for truth or justice, and reward وثواب كل حجة وعمرة وغزوة. We said 2 million Hajj, 2 million Umrah, 2 million Ghazwa. What about each of these units? The reward of each Hajj, each Umrah, each Ghazwa, كثواب من حج واعتمر وغزا مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله ومع الأئمة الراشدين. Don't consider ordinary Hajj and Umrah and Ghazwa. Suppose someone is doing Hajj with Rasulullah and A'immah, or doing Umrah with them, or doing Ghazwa with them. Such a high quality Hajj and Umrah and Ghazwa. Still, Ziyarah with this condition is rewarded like 2 million of Hajj, 2 million Umrah, 2 million Ghazwa. It continues, there are other merits mentioned here. Then Salih ibn Uqbal Juhani wa Saif ibn Amirah, they say that Al-Qameh told Imam Baqir, علمني دعاء أدعو به في ذلك اليوم إذا أنا زرته من قريب. So please teach me a prayer that if I have tawfiq to visit him from a close place, I can read that dua. and also du'an bihi ad'u bihi idha lam azurhu min qarib. If I'm not able to be near him, please teach me a dua that I can do it, say it from distance. أومأت إليه من بعد البلاد ومن سطح داري بالسلام. So that I can point towards Karbala and Imam Hussein from far places or from the roof of my house. Imam said, Ya Alqamah, إذا أنت صليت ركعتين بعد أن تؤمي إليه بالسلام وقلت عند الإيماء إليه ومن بعد الركعتين هذا القول فإنك إذا قلت ذلك فقد دعوت بما يدعو به من زاره من الملائكة. O Alqamah, if you say 2 rak'ah salat, after you hint, you point towards Imam Hussein with your salam, and then say this that I am going to tell you, then you have made dua of angels who visit Hussein alayhi salam. They are also saying the same things. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya ibn Rasulullah. And continues. Then Alqamah says, قال أبو جعفر الباقر يا القمة إن استطعت أن تزوره في كل يوم بهذه الزيارة من دهرك فافعل. O Alqamah, if every day during your life you can visit Imam Hussein with this ziyarah, with this dua, because a kind of dua, do it. So it's not just for the day of Ashura. You can do it every day. فَافْعَلْ فَلَكَ الثَّوَابُ جَمِيعَ ذَلِكَ inshallah ta'ala. Then inshallah you will get all the reward. So this is one sanad in Kamil Ziyarat by Ibn Qulaway. There is another sanad which says Muhammad ibn Ismail and Salih ibn Uba and Malik al-Juhani and Abi Ja'far al-Baqir alayhi salam. And then we have 2 sanad also in Misbah of Sheikh Tusi Rizwanullah ta'ala alayhi. In Misbah of Sheikh Tusi Rizwanullah ta'ala alayhi, it starts like this. Rawa Muhammad ibn Ismail ibn Bazi' and Salih ibn Uqba and Abi Ja'far alayhi salam. من زار الحسين بن علي في يوم عاشوراء من المحرم حتى يظل عنده باكيا لقي الله عز وجل يوم يلقاه بثواب 1000 حجة و1000 عمرة و1000 غزوة. In this version, instead of 2,000,000 to 1,000,000 is 2,000. So there is a difference in the second alf. Either it was dropped or it was depending on the person who does, because sometimes for the same action different rewards are promised. For example, in some hadiths tafakkur sa'a afdal min ibadat as-sana. Thinking for a while is better than ibadah of 1 year. In some says 60 years, in some says 70 years. It depends on who is thinking and what is about he thinking. The second sanad in Misbah is the one that I said is from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. روى محمد بن خالد الطيالسي عن سيف بن عميرة قال خرجت مع الصفوان بن مهران الجمال وعندنا جماعة من أصحابنا. So he says that I was going out with Safwan ibn Mihran, whose job was Jamal, who was like renting, camels. And عندنا جماعة من أصحابنا, with some of our people, we were going to Najaf, and then Imam Baqir alayhi salam came, and the story continues. And then he says that Imam Sadiq alayhi salam told us, تزورون الحسين من هذا المكان من عند رأس المؤمنين من ها هنا. Do you visit Hussein from this place, from close to the head of Amir al-Mu'mineen? So Imam Sadiq told them to recite Ziyarat Ashura from Najaf, next to the body of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. This is also amazing. And then the same Ziyarat Ashura, he taught them. So these are 4 earliest documents that show the authenticity of this Ziyarat Ashura, although there might be sometimes differences in wordings, and even some sentences might be available in some, may not be available in the rest. In addition to Sanad, this ziyarah has been very reliable and respected in the views of our great ulama maraji, and also many people have actually seen benefits from this, have seen spiritual benefits for solving their problems, etc. So the Shia community over centuries, not over 1 year, 2 years, over centuries have found this ziyarah to be very effective and very useful. So with this short introduction, we go to the text of ziyarah, which we have received from both Imam Baqir alayhi salam and Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Assalamu alayka ya ibna Rasulullah. In some versions we have here, Assalamu alayka ya khiyaratallahi wa ibna khiyaratih. Assalamu alayka ya ibna Amir al-Mu'mineen wa ibna Sayyid al-Wasiyyin. Assalamu alayka ya ibna Fatimah سيدة النساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور. السلام عليك وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار. This ziyarah, as you see, starts with sending some greetings of peace or some salam to Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. We have also salam towards the end. Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah wa ala al-arwah allati hallat bi fana'ika alayka minni salamullah abadan ma baqit wa baqiya al-layl wa an-nahar. ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. We have salam at the end as well. That's towards the end, because in Islamic culture, which is reflected in Arabic language, salam is not just for the beginning. Salam is for farewell as well. So when you want to say goodbye, you also say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah or alaikum salam as reply. Therefore, in salam of salat, towards the end of salat, we say Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Or when they write a letter, they may say at the end Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. They may say at the beginning also Assalamu alaikum. So we start with offering peace, with praying for peace. We end with offering peace, because peace is very fundamental for us. And this peace is comprehensive peace. Inshallah, we'll talk about it more in the book of Ziyarah. Also in our Ziyarat, sometimes we start right with sending salam to the person that we are visiting. For example, we are visiting Imam Hussein alayhi salam here. We start with sending salam to him. Sometimes we start with sending salam to Prophet, Amirul Mu'mineen, Lady Fatima, Lady Khadija, other Imams, till we reach that person that we visit. For example, in Ziyarat of Lady Masuma, we have Assalamu alayka ya Adam Safbatillah. We even start with Prophet Adam and Musa. Even with Ziyarah of the same person, for example, in Ziyarat Waris of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, we remember, even if we say Assalamu alayka ya Waritha Adam, but it means that we are remembering Adam, we are remembering Musa. The reason is what I have explained in the book of Ziyarah, that when you visit a shrine, it's not one person only there. Every shrine in Islam is part of the house of the Rasulullah, of the Prophet ﷺ. Mecca is haram of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Medina is the house of Rasulullah. Najaf is also house of Rasulullah. Karbala is house of Rasulullah. Mashhad, Samirra, Kazimin, all are house of Rasulullah. Therefore, in Ziyarah of Imam Reza alayhi salam, when you ask for permission for dukhul, for entrance, you say, Allahumma inni waqaftu ala babin min abwab buyut nabiyyik. Oh Allah, I am standing next to one of the gates of the house of the Prophet. So, when we visit Imam Hussein, our understanding should be that although the first person that I am meeting and greeting is Imam Hussein here, but I know that Rasulullah is there, Amirul Mu'mineen is there, because all house of the Prophet, Ahlu Bayt al-Nabi. These are household of the Prophet. Their house is house of the Prophet. They don't have house of themselves. And then our Prophet and other Imams also share the same house, because the coming from Allah, the light of Allah is spread. Fi buyutin adhana Allah an turfa. We have very important discussions, inshallah, in discussion about ziyarah. So you should be aware that the way we start can be different. Here we start with sending salam to Amirul Mu'mineen, to Abu Abdullah himself. In some ziyarat, maybe we start with Rasulullah and Amirul Mu'mineen, Lady Fatima, and then other Imams and reach that person. In some, maybe we mention other prophets like Adam and Nuh and Ibrahim, etc. Salam also is a prayer. The whole Ziyarat Ashura, we said it's dua. This is also a prayer, because when I say Salam be with you, peace be with you or upon you, indeed I am asking Allah to send you salam. Alayka minni salamullah. From me be upon you the greetings of peace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when I say peace be with you, means I am praying for your peace. Therefore, you can even say salam to yourself. Assalamu alayya yawma wuladtu. Isa alayhi salam said, Assalamu alayya yawma wuladtu wa yawma amutu wa yawma ub'athu hayya. Because dua can do dua for yourself as well. And because it is dua, it is not also dependent on who is higher, who is lower. If it was me asking for peace for you, then I should not ask peace for Imam, because who am I to offer peace to Imam? But since this is dua, it's okay. I ask Allah to give my Imam peace. I don't have peace to offer to him, but I can ask Allah to give him peace. There's no issue with that. So we can ask for peace for any person. I can ask for peace for an arif, for marajeh, for ulama, for my parents, for elders, because dua. Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah. one of the Imams whose nickname, whose kunya was Abu Abdullah, is Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This is also used for Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. So we offer this salam to Imam Hussein as Abu Abdullah, but also the next one, Assalamu alayka yabna Rasulillah. You are the son of the messenger of God, not biological son only. True son. Biological son, maybe formally it's recognized as a son, but spiritually the only one who can be considered as someone's son is the one who follows him and resembles him and continues his path. Son of Nuh, biologically is son of Nuh. If they were going to issue identity card, they would have put the name of father Nuh. But Quran says, إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ. He is not from you. He is a legitimate child, his biological son, but is not a spiritually son of Nuh. إِنَّهُ عَمَلٌ غَيْرُ صَالِحٍ. He is a kind of embodiment of vicious act. Imam Hussein alayhi salam was not just grandson of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was true son of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yabna Rasulillah. And we know that son of daughter is also Islamically considered as son. So no one should think that only son of the son is son. Rasulullah's grandchildren are through Lady Fatima and Amirul Mu'mineen, and they are, Imam Hussein, Imam Hassan, Lady Zainab, Kulsum, they are considered as children of the Prophet himself. So these sons are sons of the Prophet. Once Harun al-Rashid asked Imam Kazim alayhi salam, why when people tell you Yabna Rasulullah, you don't stop them? You are not son of Rasulullah. You are son of the daughter of Rasulullah. And then Imam Kazim explained the same principle. He said that in the Quran, Isa alayhi salam is introduced as son of previous prophets, like for example Yaqub and Ibrahim, etc. Although he didn't have father, he's son of them through mother, like Imam Hussein or Imam Kazim alayhi salam, they are sons of the Prophet through mother, no problem. Harun Rashid was very surprised. Maybe in the heart he was not happy, but on the surface he's very happy with this beautiful answer. He said, is there any more to add? A second argument. Then Imam argument from Ayatul Mubahala. Rasulullah was asked by Allah, Nad'u abna'ana wa abna'akum. But whom he took as abna? He took Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein as his sons. So, son of Lady Fatima is son of Rasulullah, not just son of the son. Son of the daughter is also true son for someone. Of course, in religious rulings, you have to check with your marja that, for example, which ruling is for any Sayyid through father or mother, which ruling is only for Sayyid through father. There are technicalities over there, but from a spiritual perspective, son of daughter is also son, if they follow and resemble that person. Assalamu alayka ya khiyarat Allah wa ibna khiyaratih. This is in some versions. Peace be upon you, the one who is chosen by God and the son of one who was chosen by God, Rasulullah. Rasulullah was Mustafa, means chosen. Mustafa means chosen from Safwa. Adam is Safatullah. Safiyullah means chosen. So Allah chose Rasulullah for a mission. Inna Allah astafa Adam wa Nuhan. Allah chose Adam, chose Nuh, chose from Al Ibrahim. So Imam Hussein is himself chosen by God, because Allah chooses who to become Imam, and also he's the son of the one who was chosen. His father was chosen Amir al-Mu'mineen, and then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Assalamu alayka yabna Amir al-Mu'mineen wabna Sayyid al-Wasiyyin. Imam Hussein is not only son of the Prophet, he's son of Amir al-Mu'mineen, son of Lady Fatima. So we highlight these things. So he resembles Rasulullah, he follows Rasulullah, he resembles Amir al-Mu'mineen, he follows Amir al-Mu'mineen, he resembles Lady Fatima. So he's true son of all of them. And Amir al-Mu'mineen is the only person that we can say Amir al-Mu'mineen. We don't say to Imam Hassan or Imam Hussein Amir al-Mu'mineen. We don't say to Imam Sadiq Amir al-Mu'mineen. This title is only for Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali alayhi salam. Wabna Sayyid al-Wasin, the son of the master of all the successors to the prophets. Every prophet had successor, but among all of them, Amir al-Mu'mineen is Sayyidul Wasiyyin. Inshallah, bi'Iznillah, we continue next week with the rest of Ziyarat Ashura, and I will try to highlight some of the major points, because if you want to go word by word, it may take longer. So I try to, inshallah, address some of the major points, inshallah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.